Hi everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the game Mining Colony. Now in this game you are going to be excavating some resources and you're going to be also using puzzle pieces to place on this little board, and you're going to be trying to form buildings and place crystals and workers and ships and all sorts of things in order to try to score points. So let's take a look at it. The object of this game is you're going to be trying to score the most amount of points by grabbing resources and by building things onto this little gridded area over here. Now on the top here you've got a bunch of puzzle-like pieces that you're going to be trying to fit on here and then arranging them in a way to where you're going to be able to score the points. Right over here we've got cards, and what these cards are going to do is they're going to determine what goes into these different spaces here. So you've got a 1 here and then you have a 2 here, and it's going to basically tell you which tiles, and then it's also going to tell you the resources and the different things in here. So the resources that you have is you've got these different crystals over here. You also have ship tiles that you're going to be able to build, and they're going to go on the landing pads over here. You've got little men over here in different colors as well, and you're going to be able to place the men over here on these domes. Right over here you have what are called outposts, and again they're going to be in 3 different colors, and you're going to be able to build these things if you are able to get a man placed over here and then having a blank space, and then also if you are able to place in a spaceship on there using the landing pad. If you're able to do that, you'll be able to place this. On top of this, you're going to also have science stations, and you're going to be able to build these if you are able to place 2 gems that are a space apart from each other of the same color. And on top of that, you've also got what are called these build-over tokens, and these build-over tokens are going to have a variety of things on them, and you're going to be able to use these to build over different tokens in order to try to build more things. So what we have here, we've got what are called credits that you're going to be able to use, you're going to be able to get to try to earn some of these different build over tokens, and also to swap out different pieces, different colored pieces. Right over here, this is where you're going to be placing crystals. They're going to be color coded. This one is a wild, so you can place any color crystal on there, but then you're going to have others, so you're going to have a certain color that are only going to be able to go on top of it. Now in the beginning you're going to be able to go ahead and place the different resources on these tiles, and as you build these you're going to be able to move them over. So here's kind of the way it's going to work. Everybody's going to be receiving a deck of these cards over here, and you're going to draw 3 of them, and then you're going to go ahead and look at them. And when you look at them, you're going to go ahead and determine which card you want to play. Now, the highest numbered card that gets played is going to get first choice as to which these resources they're going to take from this section or this section. So let's just say, for example, I played a 39. My opponent looked at his cards, and he played a 16. So you'd start them face down and then reveal them. So since I got first dibs, I'm going to go ahead and choose. Other 2 cards are going to go back into the bottom of the deck. So let's say I decide I'm going to go ahead and choose this one over here. So right over here I've got like some gem stations, so I'm going to look, and now what I can do is I can build one over here. So this is going to allow me to eventually build a gem here and a gem here, and then I can build one of those science stations that I was talking about. Right over here we've got a dome, and we also have a landing pad. So I'm kind of looking around here to see what I could maybe use with it. And here's one. If I can get some things over there, I'll be able to build a outpost over here. And then finally I have this. So let's just say I decide I'm going to place this one right over here like so, and these will flip over. So that is going to, and then I also have a red spaceman over here. So the red spaceman, I can place them over here if I want to, but since I have available tiles to play, I'm going to go ahead and play them over here like so. So then my opponent's going to go ahead and take these and place them, and then we're going to go on to the next round. Basically be playing 10 rounds. So on the next card, this is what we've got. We've got 3 of these over here. I'll just set it up. So once again, we're going to go ahead and draw 3 cards, and then we're going to go ahead and bid on it. Let's just say I played this, and it was a 39, and my opponent played a lower numbered card. I will go ahead and win again, and I'll go ahead and once again place these 2 cards in the bottom. Alright, so now let's say I decide I'm going to go ahead and grab this first stack here, and my opponent's going to grab the second stack. So one thing I did get was the red ship, so I'm going to go ahead and place the red ship over here like so. I got a couple of crystals here, so I'll place a crystal over here, and then I'll also place a crystal over here for now. And I also have these 3 tiles I can place, so I'm going to go ahead and place them really quick. Let's say I place this over here like so, and it's going to get a little bit tricky. And also they have to connect. to another tile or to the side over here. Let's just say I decide I'm going to place one of these over here like this. Maybe a good move, I don't know. Say I place one right over here like so. And let's just say for the heck of it, I decide I'm going to place this here like so. And so that's basically the way you're going to be building on this game. Now, if you get to a point that you end up having either tiles that you end up picking up that you can't use, or any of these different resources like the ships and stuff, you can turn those in for credits. And so an example of this would be, let's just say I happen to have like this really big piece over here and my board didn't have a place to put it. Well, what I could do is I could go ahead and turn it in, and for each quadrant in the board, that's going to be a credit. So in this case, I'm going to be able to go ahead and get 5 credits. So I'll just go ahead and put the 5 credits over here like so. The ways you're going to be able to build the outposts and the stations are like so. Let's just say on some subsequent turns, you ended up building a man over here, and then on another turn, you ended up building a red ship onto the landing pad. So if you're able to do this with 2 of the same colors of that, you're going to be able to build an outpost right in between them like so, and this is going to be worth extra points. If you wanted to end up building a science station, you would just simply have to have 2 gems of the same color a space apart like this. And this is going to go ahead and allow you to build a science station. Now, the interesting thing is there's going to be 1 less of these buildings that there are players. So if you're playing a 2-player game, there's only going to be 1 of each of these colors. So that's going to be what you're going to be trying to want to get. Now, as far as spending the credits go, if you decide to spend a credit, you'll be able to spend 1 of them, and you'll be able to do the following. One thing you can do is you can buy 1 of these tiles and build over another one. So, for example, let's say you wanted to try to build some crystals here. I could put that there, and that will allow me to build some green crystals. You've also got blank tiles that you can use. So a blank tile would be good for something like this. So you could build a guy and a spaceship here, and then try to hopefully get a outpost there. If you have a crystal, a worker, or a ship that can't be placed legally, you can discard to take a credit. So after 10 rounds, the game is going to go ahead and end, and then you're going to go ahead and tally up your score using this score sheet over here. Here's the way the scoring works. For any science station or an outpost that you have, that's going to be worth 2 points. So for this, I've got 1, 2, and 3. So that's going to be 6 points. For every ship, spaceman / worker, or crystal, that's going to be worth 1 point. So I got 1 point here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. For every credit that I have, I'm going to get 1 point for each 2 credits. This does not have any credits, so it won't score any points. The 6, 3, and the 1 is going to score for the sum of the cards that are in your hand. So right now, I've got this sum of cards. This is going to be 65, and let's just say that happened to be the highest. I'll score the highest bonus, which is going to be 6. Second place will get 3, then third will get 1, etc. And then finally, you're going to get -1 point for any spaces here on the board that are not developed. So I've got 2 undeveloped spaces, so that's going to be -2 points. So anyway, you'll go ahead and all that up, subtract all that up, and whoever has the most amount of points is going to win. And that, folks, is Mining Colony. So my final thoughts on Mining Colony. Man, this is a good little game. I like it. I really do like it. I like the fact that they've got these different puzzle pieces that you have to try to stick on the board, and you have to kind of manipulate them around to try to get those science stations and then those outposts built. I like playing Tetris a little bit when you're playing this game. You're having to try to manipulate all these pieces, and then of course you're having to play the cards to bid on the pieces that are there. Of course, then of course you got the credits and all those things. So there's a lot going on in this little game. It's really cool. One of the things I really like about it is not a very difficult game to learn. You know, once you kind of get the steps, you kind of get it. And it also presents a challenge because there's only a limited amount of outposts and a limited amount of science stations, and that these will help score points too. So if someone else is building these things, you're going to have to kind of change your strategy around. So I do like it. For anybody that likes worker placements, is looking for something smaller that's easy to learn, I would definitely give this one a shot. It's a good little game. All right, guys, that's my review of Mining Colony. Catch you later. Keep on gaming.